Hey there, you're listening to The Mighty Mommy with some quick and dirty tips for practical parenting. A friend of mine recently got to experience some time living as a single parent. Her husband went on an extended business trip, longer than any other trip he's taken before. She was a bit nervous beforehand about how she'd handle the challenge of the single life. I'd like to mention that I have the utmost respect for single parents. I honestly think that each and every one of you is amazing. I'd like to interview all of you because I think you probably have more tips to share than anyone else I know. Those of us in a two-parent situation might tend to freak out when we find ourselves on our own for any length of time. The idea is to figure out how to deal with the shift of responsibilities when you aren't used to doing it all on your own. In my quest for information, I found two invaluable sources for tips and suggestions. But first, we're welcoming a new show to the Quick and Dirty Tips Network this week. Jason Marshall is the math dude. Although Jason is smart, he's literally a rocket scientist. His show is all about making math understandable and even fun for the rest of us. You'll find the Math Dude on iTunes and at quickanddirtytips.com. Welcome, Jason. My first resource was my mom. People like to refer to her as the Mighty Mommy's mommy. When my brothers and I were little, my mom often took care of us while my dad was away on business trips. I asked her what were some of the things she did while dad was away to help keep everything running smoothly around the house and to keep her from feeling overwhelmed. Here are some of her suggestions. Stick to the routine. Keep to your usual routine as much as possible. It's easier for children to adjust to the parent being away if everything else stays the same. Enjoy quality one-on-one time. When one parent is away, you'll be able to find more time to spend one-on-one with your children. You can spend more time reading together or playing games. Give them the extra attention they might be missing due to one parent being gone. Cook simple meals. Save yourself some time by cooking kid-friendly meals. When my dad was away, my mom wouldn't spend time making big fancy meals because it was just us kids. We were happier with hot dogs and hamburgers than we were with chicken cordon bleu. Check in with others daily. Make sure that you have another friend or family member with whom you check in daily. Someone else needs to know that you're okay if you're the only parent or adult in a household. My second resource for tips was my good friend and one of the mightiest dads I know. Andy, the host of the Andy Cast, finds himself, on occasion, taking care of his son while his wife is on business trips. I thought it would be fun to get a male perspective on this topic. He had some wonderful input. Talk to your kids. Explain to your child how long to expect the missing parent to be gone, but use a language he'll understand. Andy uses the description of 2 sleeps to explain when mommy will be away for the weekend. If your child isn't familiar with the idea of days and weeks, you could use a calendar to mark days off as they pass. That will help your child understand when to expect the parent to return. Be patient. If your parent is used to having 2 parents around, stock up on patience. Keep in mind that you're making up for one missing person. That's especially important if you and your spouse work as a team. You'll be on call for the equivalent of 2 people. Andy suggests that you abandon any idea of your own regular routines so that you can focus on your child's routines. Remember that your child will eventually go to sleep, and then you'll have some time to yourself. Make sure you know the routine. Speaking of routines, make sure you know your child's routine. Children thrive on routine. Create a schedule if it helps you keep up with everything. If your child is old enough, have him participate in the planning. Andy mentioned that his son truly enjoys co-planning their boys' weekends. He also lets us know that although 3 meals of hot dogs may not be appropriate, 1 lunch with hot dogs can surely be accommodated. Do something fun. Make some special activity time as well. Keeping busy will help your child to be excited about the event instead of spending his time missing his mommy. Finally, both my mom and Andy mentioned ordering pizza on occasion. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. My kids love pizza, and I love not having to clean up dishes. These are all great ideas, and I would like to thank my mom and Andy for helping me out with this topic. That's it for now. Thanks for listening. If you'd like to request a topic for the Mighty Mommy, you can email me directly at mommy@quickanddirtytips.com or leave a message by calling 206-202-2185. This is your friend, the Mighty Mommy, wishing you happy and fun parenting.